Hello and welcome to the first episode of our Good Guys campaign here with You Are Now in Star Wars. Without further ado, let's just go around the virtual roundtable and introduce the player characters. Let's start with Jessica. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Can you kick us off, please?
Sure. I'm playing Lieutenant Jess. She is an X-Wing pilot, a little bit of a hot shot. She's is force sensitive, but was a very young 2-year-old youngling when Order 66 took place. So she has no formal training. It's all done by gut feel. Yeah, she's just loves being a pilot. That's about it. Go Rebels.
Thank you, Jess. And you're actually Lieutenant Jess was recently promoted to commander shortly after the battle at Endor. So,
well, we'll have to upgrade her then.
Yeah. So, congratulations, Commander.
Woohoo!
All right. So, and then Zan, would you like to introduce your unusually tall Jawa? Thank you. So, go ahead.
Yeah. So the unusually tall Jawa is going to be the chief engineer on the sail barge. Based on previous conversations, we've named him Skadi. And he'll pretty much be speaking Jawa.
I love that name. That's awesome. All right. Thank you, sir. Jonathan, would you want to go next?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Han Tano. I am a Rebel Fleet trooper. Background for my character is I was raised by the Mandalorians before the Purge, rescued by Alderaanian, relief effort. So currently my clan is the Rebels. So I want to support them as best I can. I'm a bit of a skill monkey. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Jonathan. All right, Lizzie, would you like to go next?
Sure. So my name is Seku Alema, but you can call me Seku or Sek. I don't know. You can pick the nickname. I am a Twi'lek Jedi Knight, not formally or not officially trained per se. I was born between Order 66 and the Battle of Yavin, where they blew up the Death Star. So I'm a teenager, and I grew up sort of on the run because my parents knew that I was a force wielder, and my mom was also a force wielder. And so I did learn some skills with the force, and I do have a couple of lightsabers. I'm pretty calm and relaxed despite my, young age. So don't let my 16-year-old self fool you. And that's all I have to say about that.
That's awesome. So, well, technically, then you probably are not an official Jedi Knight, but you're a Force wielder who actually
I do have
training. Right, and we don't have to go into like how you acquired them. That's kind of irrelevant right now. But suffice to say, you have them and you're practiced with them.
Yes, right? I'm a wannabe Jedi Knight.
and you aspire to be a Jedi someday.
Yes,
like officially. Right.
Like okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda, because that's all I know about.
Right. Because you've heard of them.
Yes.
Right. And where are your parents now, young teenager?
Oh, yeah, I don't like to talk about that because, well, they're dead now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was a terrible accident.
All right, Rich, can you bring us home? I don't know if your microphone is on. Is it? Well, while we're waiting for Rich, I have an insert character. My real name is John. I'm the game master for this campaign. I have an insert character named Hodge Syra, who I basically use as an in-game mechanism to help guide the story along without putting people on rails. Yeah, we can hear you now, Rich.
Okay, great.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure we were using Zoom or Discord.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're using Zoom for the recording.
My audio is from Discord at the moment.
Okay. Can you
So,
can you go to Zoom for your audio? Yeah. I'm not hearing Rich. You may, yeah, I'm not hearing Rich right now. So while you're working on your technical issues, you know what? Yeah, let me describe Richard's character. Rich is somewhat similar to Jonathan's character. They're, actually the three of our characters are rebel troopers, and we work together through the rebellion from since before the Battle of Yavin. Hontano and Sir Cyrix are both enlisted personnel, and they, after the battle at Endor, were promoted to, most recently, to sergeant each. So they're both sergeants. Anyway, so everyone here, meaningful, whether they were meaning to do it or not, are meeting at this sail barge in the middle of the Dune Sea on Tatooine. What's happening with Rich here? There you go. All right, welcome back, Rich. Welcome back, Rich. I gave a quick description of your character. Do you want to give one yourself? I don't know why I can't hear Rich.
I can't either, though.
Okay. Well, he's I'm gonna have he's probably gonna work on his audio while we're talking. So so you guys met at this sail barge, and the captain of the sail barge, when you arrived, wasn't there. However, his chief engineer, this unusually tall Jawa, is there to basically meet everyone and kind of catch everyone up on what's happening. So I'm not sure how to say the Jawa's name. Skadi. All right. Thank you. So you were the Dune Sea Pirates' first ever recruit, which suits you fine. Your own Jawa tribe finally banished you because they consider you too un-Jawa-like, I'm doing air quotes, and more importantly, you're too tall. They kept you on for your talent with tech repair, but eventually their tall person phobia got the best of them, much to your chagrin, confusion, and emotional damage. So, and Jessica, just a quick introduction to your character and how you got here. High Command, Rebel High Command, told you to find a ship on Tatooine, but did not specify which kind of ship, other than it had to have a passenger capacity larger than a starfighter. The Dune Sea pirate legend piqued your curiosity and interest, so you tracked him down to see if you could hire him for your secret mission. Jonathan and Rich, you are both promoted to sergeant by the Rebel High Command and then ordered to track down the newly promoted Commander Syra, which is my character, who has gone AWOL and is suspected of embezzling a sizable amount of rebellion funds. The question is, will you turn him in like a bounty hunter, or does your curiosity overtake your sense of blind obedience to spur you to find out what the heck happened? And Lizzie, you wish you had formal training so you could glean more information, but alas, all you know is that the Force drew you here. Or was it you who was drawn to the Force, much like the proverbial moth to the irresistibly dooming flame? Anyway, somehow all of you converge upon the sail barge all at the same time. And then the Jawa, in the absence of the usual captain, who's probably in town carousing and looking for rum on a planet in Star Wars, knows what needs to be done, which is to assemble a crew for the Dune Sea Pirate. And the way we're going to do this, it's kind of Sandlot. I'll describe for you the environment. If you need any further description, I'll answer any questions. But it's kind of like a Sandlot. You do what you want to do, and then I'll just guide you. Upon your arrival, you see this unusually tall Jawa. And for those who are looking for my character, you do not see my character. So this is where we begin. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna have to ask the Jawa what the passenger capacity is of his very interesting sail barge. 22, huh? Okay. I guess that fits. That's more than a starfighter. What kind of rates do you guys have? Yeah, I'm gonna need that slower.
Does your character speak Jawani, Jessica?
No,
Okay.
not
So
unless you added it somewhere.
if you want to understand what he said, you have to roll your languages skill. If you do not have the languages skill enumerated in your character sheet, then roll your knowledge skill. Because this is the first time that you are speaking to a Jawa, you need to roll a 20 in order to converse with him intelligibly today.
I'm gonna go with no.
Are you in the
I rolled an 8.
okay, so you're not quite sure what he said. All right, so that's what Commander Jess did. I'm going to go around the table here. We had like a little bit of an exchange with the unusually tall Jawa. Sergeant Hantano, you and your buddy Sergeant Sir Sirix have also arrived. What do your characters do?
Didn't expect to see a rebel pilot here, but sure. I heard this Jawa might know something about Hajj, so maybe I'm gonna see what he knows. Let me see if I can even talk to him.
Are you going to address the commander first, or you going to go straight for the Jawa?
So yeah, probably should. I mean, rank being rank and all. Address the commander. So yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
So yeah.
Let's salute the commander.
All right. Good job, Rich, and welcome back.
Thank you. I guess I just need to restart my phone.
Oh, okay.
Well, the commander returns your salute and makes a note to self that she shouldn't run around in that orange jumpsuit
In the heat of the desert.
because it's hot.
All right. All right. So, rebels, you notice a Twi'lek arrive as well on the scene. If anyone wants to roll perception, you may. You need at least a I'm going to say a 20. Where are your lightsabers held?
They're on my belt.
Okay, so are they hidden?
Yes. I guess,
Okay.
well, I am wearing a Jedi robe.
Are you sure you want to be running around wearing a Jedi robe?
Yeah, I'm 16. I do what I want.
No one sweats on Tatooine.
Okay, as you
Do I
wish.
also roll a perception roll?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's a 34.
All right. So
well
Hantano,
done.
you are able to deduce that those bulges underneath the Twi'lek's robes are likely to be lightsabers, which seems impressive. How about you, Rich?
Rolling. Where do I roll?
So you're gonna roll your perception. So look up your perception. I believe I'm not looking at your thing right now. I think it's 3D. So type in exclamation point roll space 3D6 space IE.
Where am I rolling at?
In the chat for the role-playing voice channel.
Oh, okay.
And then Jessica, you can do the same thing if you wish using your perception, but since you have access to the force, you can add the dice from your sense skill.
Oh, okay.
And then Seku Alima, what are you trying to do now that you're here? You were drawn here by the force.
So I'm just trying to look around and see if both literally and figuratively, I am trying to look around see if I see anything force related, but I'm also trying to reach out with my feelings and see if I can sense anything.
Okay, so roll your perception attribute plus your sense skill. Actually, since you're actively searching, do you have the search skill? No, you do not.
No.
Just so roll your sense skill and add that to your perception. And that's total number of dice.
The perception I already rolled.
Okay, sorry, I'm not looking at the dice. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Yeah, I failed.
So 35.
17.
Yeah, I failed my perception check. I got an 11.
Yeah, 35 total.
So
Okay,
I look
so-
at the shoes and say, "What are those?"
So I'm going to allow you to roll again. Lizzie, when I say combine, that means you add the dice of one
Oh, okay,
skill to
okay. I
the
got it,
added.
got it. Cool.
Right.
All right.
I believe your perception is 4D plus 1. And then
Yes. And then sense is 3D.
So it's a total of 7D.
So I put 76 plus 1 and then IE.
I
Right.
believe it's 7D6 IE plus 1.
Okay. Hey, that's not as good, but cool.
Okay. No, it's cool. It's cool. All right. So So Rich and Jonathan, you both know that the so far unknown Twi'lek is armed with lightsabers. Seku, you detect wild emanations of the Force that you've never ever encountered before. It's not dark side, it's not light side, you're not quite sure what it is, and it's emanating from deep within the barge.
Ooh.
And Jessica, you are also able to sense the same thing through the Force.
Okay. Do I notice anybody gawking at me?
I don't know. How did you
'Cause I was very focused on
observe?
this task, but I guess I rolled high enough. So I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm walking towards the barge. And to an outsider, I probably look a little not dazed, but very focused on the barge. And I'm not really paying attention to anybody else at the moment.
All right.
Turn and look
So
at the Jawa because it's the first time I noticed that somebody else was there. I'm not very good at reaching out with the Force.
actually, if you're using the stats that are on in the Force users channel, you're basically very adept with the Force, but your character is specializing in the Force, whereas other people have different skills. You're like concentrated in the Force. And we can alter that later if you wish, because we never really had the opportunity to establish your character together. But or do you want to run with that character? That's
I'm just
in
gonna
the
go with it. I'm just gonna go with it.
okay. All
I
right.
turn and I look at the Jawa and I go, "Hello there. What's your name?"
So you say that in Galactic Basic?
Yep,
Do you speak Jawani?
I do not.
Okay.
And I don't understand it either.
Well, did you roll for languages?
No, I did not.
Okay, so you probably don't have
Knowledge.
the languages skill, but you have the knowledge attribute. So look up your knowledge, and that's what you need to roll. You need to roll a 20 or higher to understand and converse with the Jawa.
I don't think it's possible. Nope. Yeah.
All right, so here's like a little game lesson as well. Everyone here has at least one force point. If you use that force point, you double the number of dice that you can roll for that round. Okay. The thing is, if you do that, you lose it. If you use that force point during, to do something bad, and we'll define that as, malicious, mean, sadistic, dark side stuff, you gain a dark side point. If you gain in this game system, if you gain like 6 dark side points or 7, I'm not quite sure which one, your character becomes a non-player character villain who will then haunt your next character. All right, it's the equivalent of Star Wars death. If you use your force point during a dramatic point in the story, for example, you're in the trench run and you have to save, this moon from destruction by the Death Star, and you use a force point to get your torpedoes in that exhaust port, you get rewarded the force point back plus 1 more. Okay. But if it's not a heroic thing, you get your force point back at the end of the game, so that the next session you have it back. All right. So, okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to not interrupt as much. And I'd like to get, I'm gonna let you guys just have at it.
Okay, so hello there. What's your name?
I don't have a Jawa sound for my name.
Wouldn't
Make
be,
it up.
It sound like.
wouldn't be great if like the Jawa actually speaks Galactic Basic? Do you? I have to
No,
look.
that wouldn't be good. I got this whole thing working. No,
Well, you can speak. I mean, you understand it, but you may not be able to speak it.
I have to roll for that too.
No, no, you don't. Otherwise, Jawa would be broke. I mean, how are they able to trade with humans? So, you know, and I believe I wrote that you understand Galactic Basic, so you can understand anyone speaking to you in Galactic Basic, but you reply in Jawani. So there we go. I think it's more fun this way, to be honest. All right, so I'm just going to go around the table. What's everyone doing? Seku Olema is trying to talk to the Jawa. Commander Jess.
Trying to pin down what this feeling is that I'm getting from the sail barge.
It is emanating from within the sail barge. That's what you know. You can almost see through the force these blue green. If it was light, it would be like a bluish green just emanating from it, like steam, but not.
Weird.
Yes. All right. So, Rebel Troopers, what are you guys doing?
So I'd like to talk to this Jawa as well. Seer, why don't you go talk to the commander, see what's going on with her, and yeah. So I'm gonna roll to see if I can communicate with the Jawa. 16. Guess I can't.
Okay, just almost there though. Almost there. You needed a 20. All right. Hey, Rich, do you want to try?
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Trying to talk to the Jawa.
Correct.
Yeah, let me see what I could roll for this one. So that would be under knowledge.
Correct. If you don't have the languages skill enumerated, then it is your knowledge. Correct.
Okay. Let's see what I could do. I have a 3D on that. Roll 3d6. I got a 12.
All right. So you're not quite sure what the Jawa is talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do any one of the Force users want to try to use the Force in communicating with the Jawa? Because if you do, then I'll allow you to roll your sense skill, your sense dice, and add that to your knowledge or languages skill to see
I
if
won't
you can
use
get
up a
20.
force point.
No.
Okay. I will use the force.
Okay.
You said sense and knowledge.
Correct.
All right, so I'm gonna do what I did last time. 76. Oh my God. Hey, 27.
All of a sudden, the Twi'lek is speaking Jawa. Go ahead.
Wow. I don't really know any Jawaese except Houdini. So
That'd be
for the
great.
sake of the game, I'm just going to speak English and we'll pretend like it's Java.
Right. You're going to speak Galactic Basic. I mean, he understands Galactic Basic, so you can speak Galactic Basic. The issue is you can't understand Jawani.
Okay, that's right. All right.
Right.
My name's Seku Ulema, but you can call me Seku. What's your name?
Oh, I gotta pronounce this again. Sagadi!
Oh, hi, Scotty. Nice to meet you. So what brings you to this barge? Can you see this glowing light as well?
Basically tells you he's the engineer in the ship and he has no clue what light you're seeing.
Interesting. Do you feel anything unusual going on? Like is the ship not acting the way that it normally would when you've been driving it?
Hey, wait, you can see that too?
Oh, hi there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you can see the light, but you can't see the other people standing around you.
sorry, I was really focused.
Teenagers.
Way to be ageist. And I'm
Hey, I'm
gonna
not-
get all offended and be like, I happen to be a Jedi Knight.
I kind of
Sure
figured
you
from the
are.
lightsaber hanging off the belt, it's kind of obvious.
Exactly. So I know what I'm doing.
You're a Jedi. No, you don't.
I was just talking to my friend Scotty here about the ship. And I was trying to find out if he could find anything unusual about how it was running today.
Runs fine.
Interesting. Well, you can see the light. What's your name, by the way? You Commander?
Commander Jazz.
Hey, so is this a human thing? Can all of you, and I turn to the other humans, I'm like, can all of you see the light?
What light?
A humanoid thing? So not a Twi'lek, not a humanoid thing. Interesting.
Sounds like more Jedi mumbo jumbo. I can't handle that.
Do you think it could be some kind of a message for us, for force wielders?
What makes you think I'm a force wielder?
Well, I can't really think of anything else that you and I have in common. No offense.
Maybe it's just for the ladies.
That's true. I didn't think of that. Well, you learn something new every day. And I'm going to turn my attention away from everyone and walk towards the barge.
Basically translates to stay away from that.
Why? You just said there's nothing wrong with it.
Maybe because it's not yours.
Oh, I'm
my
sorry. I'm
ship,
not
not
stealing
yours.
your ship. May I just go look at your ship? I'm just going to go investigate.
Uh, fine.
Thank you, friend. Bye, Scotty. And I turn and I go towards the barge.
I have a feeling that this one's a trouble magnet, guys. Do we want to keep an eye on her?
Well, it'd be in our best interest to. We won't get to Hodge Sirer that way if she wrecks the ship.
Hey, Mr. Jawa over there. Taking on any passengers? Other troopers like us?
No.
Not that I understood any of that, but okay.
Commander Jess, did we establish whether you can communicate with the unusually tall Jawa,
We established that I cannot.
even using the Force?
I haven't tried it with the force.
Would you like to try it with the Force?
Well, I was letting Lizzie go first.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Yes, apparently I can, because the result is 33.
Oh, okay. There you go. You can understand Jawani for today, for this game session.
He says no. Who are you guys looking for?
Former squad commander, another trooper. He did some stuff for the stole some stuff, and we're trying to track him down. Of course, they couldn't afford more than just us to send, so
I
getting ready for
see.
some big assault, I guess. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah,
So
he's
as
been he's been a bit sus, so we're trying to see what he's up to.
sus. So you notice the Twi'lek teenager make her way towards the barge, and as she does, she suddenly stops in her tracks. Lizzie, you are overwhelmed with some kind of vision, and it feels like a dream, as if you got caught up in, one of those blue-green cloud thingies emanating from deep within the barge. And because it comes to you unbidden, you become like this antenna and you broadcast the vision to those around you. So they all share in what you see through your mind's eye. And I'm going to share what you see. Hopefully it works.
Wipe this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.
The Force fights with me!
Get on those gun turrets! Bring her to me.
All Republic forces pull back!
It is too late to retreat, Admiral. There is no escape for us. You are strong, child, but I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side.
This is but a taste of the dark side.
All right, so you're overwhelmed by that vision, and then now you're able to recover. The others around you need to roll their perception skill in order to recover if they don't already have the force. So Commander Jess, you're okay, but Skadi, Sergeant Sorcerix, and Sergeant Hantano, please roll your perception skill. You need a 15 or higher, please.
Well, I can recover from that.
I got a 23.
Okay, Sergeant Hantano, you're okay. What did you roll, Sir Sorcerix?
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you are stunned. Roll a d6, and that's how many rounds you are basically helpless. How about Scotty?
If I did this right, it says 18.
Then that means you're able to withstand this sudden vision that came unbidden into your mind's eye, like a sty on the fly. Made you ask why. All right, how many rounds are you stunned, Sir Cyrix?
Hold on, that was the Ewok number. I gotta redo it for the Jawa number.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 20.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. What you were just supposed to roll 1d6 to see how long you were stunned.
Oh, 1d6. All right. Let's see.
Yeah. Sorry. Roll low.
Hope you get a 1 or something. I got 5.
All right. Well, you're basically stunned for like 5 rounds, which is 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
The 30-second copyright strike.
There you go.
I got 15 on the correct roll.
Then you just barely made it, my friend. All right. So that just happened. Feel free to discuss. I shall mute.
Whoa. I think I just got a vision from the Force, you guys.
Sergeant, you okay?
And you shared it with the rest of us.
Yes, exactly, in exact detail.
That's what that was. Oh my head.
Force Knight my ass. Jedi Knight my ass.
You know what, Commander? I don't know what I'm going to say to you, but you can just be quiet.
Nothing good ever comes with messing with the Force. Rather rely on a blaster.
So that's the dark side. My mom always talked to me about it as a warning, but I didn't think there was anybody left who still did that. Sidebar, I forgot to mention, I'm very sheltered. Like, I loosely know what happened to the Jedi, but I don't really know what happened to the Jedi. I only know, like, we were hunted down, and that's it. Like, I don't know anything about Palpy being a Sith Lord or anything like that.
That's all right. Nobody else does either.
That's true. They don't know
He's
about.
just the Emperor.
Okay. I mean, I knew there was evil in this world because people, you know, my parents died in an accident, but I didn't know that there were Force users like that. I mean, it seems so long ago that that would have happened. Do you guys think this is the future?
Or is it a reflection of the past?
I don't know.
Can I roll anything to try and identify some of the ships from the vision or weapons used in the vision?
You know what? I'm just going to roll that you can presume that they use blasters and that they had starfighters. You could probably roll your technology skill if you have it. And you know what? Roll a 15. It's just moderately difficult because the images came to your mind unbidden. Otherwise, it'd be like a 10. So just roll a 15 or higher on your technology skill, which I believe you have.
Technology, yes,
not,
that's a 40.
Yep. Ooh, 4D.
Technology or technical?
Technology.
No, bummer no.
Okay, are you going to roll?
You can roll your knowledge if you don't have technology.
$24.
Excellent. You figured out that this happened a long time ago.
Yeah, no, that stuff was all real antiquated stuff. I don't think it was, if it was present, it would be a real backwater.
Aren't we already in a real backwater?
No, it would make Tatooine look like Coruscant.
Yeah.
I wonder why we're seeing it now. I think we need. I turn to Commander Dust and I say, I think we need to go inside. I think whatever's bowling us here is what showed us this vision. I'd like to find out more information.
Let's go find out, but I don't think we should go alone. Or I don't think you should go alone.
I'm fine. I've got these. And I pull out my lightsabers and just go all stupid and showing off.
Put those away before you hurt someone.
You're no fun. Just put them back.
So right before you enter, you see a skiff heading your way, a repulsor lift skiff. I don't know if everyone knows what that is. And it's driven by 2 Gamorreans. And you notice that they have a human who's dressed in flashy clothing. Skadi recognizes who he is, and he's laying on the floor of the skiff. Do you wait for the skiff to approach, or do you go into inside the barge, presuming that Skadi allows you to do so?
Scotty, who is that? Friends of yours? Right. Who understands him?
I do.
Yeah.
Great. What do you say?
Wait, that works better if I take the mute back off. All right, let's try this. Captain of the ship.
That's the captain.
So, Commander Jess, you know that the captain's name is Eric Sparrow, and he always follows it with pirate captain of the Dune seas. He seems to be not conscious, and when they get to within hailing distance, the Gamorreans greet you. In Galactic Basic, shockingly enough. At least one of them speaks Galactic Basic. The one who's not driving.
Well, I'm sure we should wait for the captain because I'm a good starfighter pilot, but this looks like it's a little beyond me. Maybe in a pinch.
All right. So the skiff approaches to within hailing distance, and you hear the Gamorrean greet you. Hey! Hi!
Hey.
Says.
Hello.
So we have the captain here. He had a little bit too much to drink. He tried the Teresian ale, and he's kind of a little guy. So we figured, you know what? We'd like him a lot, and we figured we'd bring him here. Okay, are you his friends?
We're guests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the chief engineer. Yes, you know what? He did mention you fondly at the bar. So we're just gonna leave him here with you, and perhaps you can tuck him in. All right, now we have Marissa. Awesome. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Marissa, we're gonna introduce you very shortly, okay? So just hang in there. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here.
Nice to see you guys. I don't have a cool picture, so it's just my face right now.
Oh, trust me, this is gonna work. All right.
Noise.
So I'm going to cut to the interior of the barge. All righty. And I'm going to share that video again so Marissa can see it. So Marissa. Hi. Marissa.
Yes.
You.
Can you hear me?
Okay, Marissa.
Okay.
You dream.
Okay. My sleeping?
I'm going to share my screen so you can see your dream.
Ooh. Cool.
That was it. No, I'm
It's
just kidding.
black.
Here it goes.
It's not a nightmare.
Okay, watch carefully.
Wipe this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.
The Force fights with me.
Get on those gun turrets. Bring her to me.
All Republic forces pull back.
It is too late to retreat, Admiral. There is no escape for us.
You are strong, child, but I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side.
This is but a taste of the dark side.
Cool.
All right. So Marissa, you dream, and that's one of the things you dream about.
That's pretty
You dream-
elaborate.
Your dream ends and you awaken naked and afraid. You are engulfed in horror from a memory you cannot remember. You see a man nearby, looks like my profile picture. His back towards you, bathed in a blue-green glow, emanating from a small polyhedric object that you somehow identify as a hologram of some sort. You can tell the man is meditating as crystal shards, seemingly shattered from one gigantic singular piece, swirl around him. Without looking at you, the man points to a pile of clothes nearby. What do you do?
I get to the clothes.
Good choice.
I'm walking around naked, that's for sure.
You didn't know it was gonna be that kind of game.
No, I was like, where's my robes? I'm going commando.
So, all right. So, Marissa, do you have access to your character sheet? If
I
you go-
do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to roll your, did I show you how to roll dice in this, on Discord?
No.
Okay, it's real easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you find the,
Role playing.
yes,
Okay.
and then hover your cursor to where it says open chat.
Okay. Wait. Says join voice me? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Aha. Got it. All right.
All right, and then you might want to, like deafen yourself, meaning it's like mute, but the speakers. Okay, so then you should have like this window open where you can,
Oops.
if you click on the open chat window. Let me share. You got it? All right, buddy. So now look at your sense skill. I believe it's 3D.
Hold on. Oops. Okay, what am I pressing again? Wait, hold on. Oops. Roll die. Oops.
So I'll show you how to do it.
Okay, cool. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So if you I'm going to share my screen, okay?
good. Thank you.
Boop. And this share. All right. So here's the role-playing voice channel. Right next to it, there's a chat.
Oh, okay.
So click that.
Let me go back to that role playing. Open chat.
Correct. And then once this chat window opens, I want you to type this in the bar. You see it?
This is what
Right
I got. Okay. So want me to type what? I can't read that.
It's exclamation point, roll,
Roll.
ROLL,
Okay.
3D6 space IE.
Space IE.
Correct. IE stands for infinite explosion.
Oh, cool. Infinite.
Okay, that just means that it will re-roll the number 6 every time it rolls 6.
Okay, so Roll 3d6 IE.
Right. Make sure there's a space between roll and 3d6. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll do it again. Exclamation. Roll. Space. 3d.
I'm sorry. Can you make it 6d6, not 3d6? 6d6.
6.
6d6.
6.
Space
I-
IE.
Space IE.
Right.
I.
And you need to roll a 15 or higher. What happened?
Oh, and countered error. Should I do that again?
Yeah, maybe use little
Lower-
letters for the IE.
Okay.
Maybe that's the difference.
Getting used to this. Fun stuff.
Well, this is like our first game session, so you can expect a little bit of a learning curve.
6. IE. Do it. Haha, I did it. Okay.
And you rolled a 35. Holy smokes, look at that. You needed 15.
Oh,
So, Marissa,
Yeah.
you sense the presence of other people. And you also sense that at least 2 of them are force sensitive. And moreover, they are headed your way.
okay. And they're coming up towards me right now?
Yes.
Or towards my direction?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut from you to the rest of the party.
Okay.
All right, guys, you are in the barge. I presume that Skadi allowed you to enter or board and enter.
Begrudgingly.
Okay, thank you. And in short order, the force sensitives are able to tell that the workshop chamber is the source of the force emanations. Rebel troopers, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow the Jedi because I don't trust her and as Jedi. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Sir Cyrix? And then Jess and Seku Alema, just let me know what you guys are doing.
I'm walking towards the room where the glow's originating from.
Okay. And then you see all this happen, Skadi.
I'm following the youngling because I think she's trouble.
I know what I'm doing. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
Jedi
roll my
always
eyes
say that before
dramatically.
disaster.
All right. So you
feeling
come
about this?
you come to this door, and even though it's sealed, you can see like light leaking or seeping through the edges. And that light seems to be a very unnatural light, and those who can sense the force sense that it's some kind of force manifestation.
To clarify, only the 2 of them see the light, or we all see the light?
Only they do, unless they decide to try to share that vision with you.
Just clarifying.
Yes, thank you. That's a good question.
Can I use the force to open the door?
Are you going to use like telekinesis or something like that? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay,
Would that
so
be knowledge?
nope. That is an alter skill. So look up your alter skill dice.
4D.
Okay, and then I'm going to have you read the telekinesis description.
Okay. I have to go find it. It's really small on my screen. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, if you click on it like twice, it'll be bigger.
I
All right,
took screenshots of it so I could find it.
All right,
Oh my
Commander
God.
Jess.
I'm following the youngling because she clearly doesn't know what she's doing. And listening to the Jawa tell me not to go in there.
Pretty much.
Oh, I see what I did.
Hey, Hey, the Jawa says don't go in there. Don't open the door.
5 for objects, 1 kilogram or less, 10 for 1 to 10. How much would you say the door weighs?
So imagine a hatchway.
Yeah.
In between rooms inside a ship. Like the ones where they have like the circular wheel-like thing to open a hatchway.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Well, that's what I figured, but I need to know so I know if I did it or not.
Well, I guess my question is, how exactly are you going to open it? Are you going to rip it off the hinges? Are you going to use the force to turn the wheel?
I was just going to use the force to just open it, how it's supposed to open without pressing buttons. Because I use it like more intuitively.
Okay. All right, roll a 20 on your 4 dice.
Well, I already rolled.
Oh, okay. What did
and
you roll?
I did not do it.
Okay.
But nobody else knew what I was trying to do, so I just opened the door normally.
Okay. So she's ignoring the Jawa willfully. All right, Marissa, you sense someone opening the one of the doors into this chamber.
All right, we're gonna open it up.
I sense it. Okay, so right now I'm in a ship, right?
You are in a chamber. You're not sure if you're in a ship.
Okay, I'm in a chamber and I'm sensing people by the door.
You're sensing someone's going through one of the hatchways, correct? Which is like a door. There's the character who looks like me, basically, just sitting on the floor or something like that, and there's these shards of crystal, broken crystal, like levitating in the air.
Okay.
And it's bathed in this blue-green light that's emanating from this, what you recognize to be some kind of holocron.
Okay. So I guess, do I try to talk to you?
It's whatever you want to do. It's your call.
Okay, so maybe I go up to you and I try to figure out like where we are. I ask you where are we and who you are. Try to figure out who you are.
He doesn't say anything, but he raises like a finger, like hang on a minute, kind of busy. Doesn't say anything to you. In the meanwhile, the door swings open.
Okay.
And let's do this so that we know how to roll initiative. So for initiative in this game system, what we're going to do is if it's surprise, you roll your perception skill. If it is not surprise and it just has something to do with quickness, you roll your dexterity. And basically everyone rolls their dexterity to see who goes first or who can go first. High roll goes first. So look up your dexterity, roll your dice.
Okay. Sorry, I have to go back to the play.
16.
6. I don't like your dice bot. I roll like crap in this one.
All right. So really the people who need to roll are the people in front. So that would be Seku Alema. I presume Commander Jess would be next, and then Sagadi. I could be wrong.
So far, I'm
Probably.
winning.
You said dexterity, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Roll that number of dice. So
out of 14.
Well,
So the Jawa rolls best. Nice.
So the unusually tall Jawa gets to basically decide whether he wants to move first or do something first. Go ahead,
Well,
brother.
he's pissed you're all trying to break into his engine room, so he's trying to block the door.
All right. And he's not a little Jawa. He's a human-sized Jawa.
And keeps yelling at you to stop touching that stuff.
So awesome. All right.
Where is that sound coming from? Like,
Oh no, I've got about a dozen. When I got put in charge of this, I got about a dozen or so Jawa, and then I've got a whole bunch of sounds for the Ewok, and I've
that's awesome.
jury rigged the computer to play the sound back through Zoom. That's why I'm on
That's
here
why there's
twice.
two of them, even though
Yeah.
you can't tell that if you don't know him, you don't know that the Jawa and the puppet are the same guy.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to get her to stop going in there. What do you want from me? Yeah. Nobody respects Jawas. It's because your clanmates are a bunch of sleazy little traitors. Steve,
Commander
Thieves.
Jess, that was kind of racist.
how many Jawas do you know?
One,
Right. This one appears to be the exception to the rule.
he is a fantastic example of Jawas.
Most of them will steal your evaporator and then sell it back to you.
They probably just misunderstood. And then I roll my eyes dramatically and turn back around.
You're doing a really good 16-year-old.
Thank you. So are we in combat?
Did we lose John?
I don't know where he is.
Should we try and stun this out of control Jedi?
What are you talking about?
I just know I'm in a room. What am I supposed to do? The
Are
sun.
you dressed yet?
I have no idea. I went to the clothes. Oh yeah, I should probably put it on. I'm just staring at them naked.
We all walk in and see you like half dressed, like, whoa.
Like I've never seen that before, but come on, lady.
Excuse me.
I know it's hot on Tatooine, but let's go.
It was really hot, okay? Hide your eyes. Turn around.
Nobody drank that
Think
much at
low.
Scum and Villainy.
We didn't drink that much. I didn't drink any.
Me
Why am I
either,
the
but I
one
had those
naked?
Vader talks. Okay, their non-alcoholic drinks were super sugary though.
For real.
My blood sugar was like,
It was off the hook. I was like,
this is what happens when our GM disappears.
I know. Yeah, who's our I don't know. Am I supposed to roll dice to like figure out gotta
Oh,
put on
I heard
clothes
him.
or something? What is that?
Everybody's having issues.
Rich, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, our overlord put in chat that he'll be right back to interact with each other. That's not helpful.
No touching my stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. No touching my stuffy. Nice, Jawa.
All right. So who just entered the chamber?
Nobody. I'm trying to figure out if I'm still naked or I put on clothes. I have no idea.
We got as far as I went initiative, and I'm trying to stop them from entering, and that's
Okay.
about as far as we ever got.
Yeah.
All right. So you've
And then we squirreled.
Then we squirreled.
which is great. Okay, so I just need to know. Well, I know what Scott D is doing. Seku Alema, Commander Jess, the sergeants, please let me know what your characters are doing at this point.
I am trying to get around this Jawa who suddenly appeared in front of me.
And I'm trying to stop the headstrong teenager from barreling into God only knows what.
Okay. How are you going to stop the teenager?
I'm going to start with sort of friendly and put my hand on her shoulder and say, just a second, assess the situation.
Okay. Okay.
But
how does Seiko Olema react to that?
Scotty, you told me I could go on your ship to investigate. That's what I'm doing. I am investigating. I didn't break your ship. I just opened the door.
So for like negotiation between player characters, I'm going to let you guys do it without rolling.
Okay.
Until it gets physical. If it gets physical, now we have to roll. But otherwise, it's role playing. That's the game.
You told me I could go in here. So were you lying to me? And then I turned to Commander Jess. I'm like, maybe you were right about Jawas.
That's the stop touching my stuff.
Okay, I put my hands in it. I'm like, okay. I just want to go look. Can I just go inside and look with my eyes?
Spoken like a church teacher. You look with your eyes, not with your hands.
Look with your eye. Or what anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna look with my eyes and then I'm gonna put my hands here and I put my hands like back inside my robe.
I would say I move slightly to the side and give you a really nasty stare, but all you see is yellow eyes.
I take your silence as a yes. And I start to walk forward.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Well, I guess I have a question. Do I see the strange person standing in the engine room without clothes or not?
No, the hatch is closed. As far as you know, and this is Scotty's information, the rebel trooper that was hanging
Appears
out
to be meditating.
That was hanging out with Captain Eric, basically holed himself up inside the workshop, like almost as soon as the ship was built, and he's been there for like, you know, a few days, at least 3 days. He hasn't come out for food or water, and you know, you don't really care. You know, it's like, hey man, we're dudes. Do what you want.
So I know there's someone in there.
So wait, the Gamorreans just barged past us, took the captain onto the ship, dropped him off, and left him on the floor with no clothes, and we didn't see any of this?
The Gamorreans basically hoisted the captain, who is fully clothed, you know, fancy clothes, lots of rings and things, and I presume just kind of rolled him onto the deck. And then Scotty, as far as you're concerned, there is one person in the workshop. He went in there. He had his choice of salvage of the cargo containers from the wreckage of the sail barge, and you know, he chose this 2-meter cargo container, and you know, he dragged it inside the workshop with him and locked himself in there with it. That's all you know. You are not aware that there's another person in there now.
Okay.
And Marissa.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me. I need to put Ensign Jacob to bed. I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're doing that now?
Apparently, I don't
Well,
know.
He's been hovering over me, and I told him to give me a second. I was about to jump off and do that, but I think I have to answer more for the Ewok or the Jawas. So you go do it.
All right, I got it. I'll be right back.
So Marissa, you realize that you don't remember your character's name.
I don't know who I am. I don't know if I'm still naked. And
Well,
I'm sensing people. That's basically where I'm at.
let's roll that you're in the process of getting clothed.
Okay.
And the clothing is, pretty simple. It's basically robes. It's like a desert muumuu, just to make it easier to put it on. I mean, there's other clothes there as well, but that seems to be the easiest and quickest one. So let's rule that when people come in, you can choose whether you are naked or not.
Okay, let's see.
Like, I've known Rich and Jonathan since 2011 and 2012 respectively, so they know what I would do. But please be different. All right.
So I rolled 28.
Okay, you what was that roll for?
On clothes.
Oh yeah, so you don't
have options. I think it was a muumuu, but I prefer like pants and a shirt.
Yeah, there's pants and shirt similar to what my character is wearing.
Yeah. I think,
and boots.
Yeah, boots. Yeah. That would be perfect.
Yeah. So
I got clothes on now.
Yeah, I mean they I think you owe some thanks to Scotty because he stalled them long enough.
Thank you.
And they're not past him yet. They're still negotiating.
Oh.
If you want, you can go outside too. It's you get to do whatever you want. That's true for everyone.
Okay. So now that I'm dressed, I want to make my way out. Check out the place.
All righty. So let's roll a very, very easy technical roll. Marissa, look at your character, look for your technical score, and then roll a 5 or higher.
Let me see. I don't actually think I got a character sheet for this character. I got a character sheet for the captain. I was just looking for it.
So if you look in the force users channel, you should see it.
Okay, I got a 37. Force users. Okay, go back.
When you see your picture, keep scrolling a little bit more.
Right, the Imperial's in bed.
Force users. Oh, Jedi. Wait.
I posted it June 22nd, 2022.
I think I found it. I found it. It was here. Okay, my technical is 3D. 3. Let me see, where's the actual? Oh, I have to get my readers. Okay, so it's above my picture.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, I'm gonna go to other people.
Okay.
All right, so Rich and Jonathan, what are you guys doing? Are you helping anyone, hindering anyone?
I guess I'd be in the way of the Jedi trying to go into the door.
Okay, so you join Scotty and kind of help lock the door.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Sergeant Tano?
Yeah, that Jawa seems pretty irate, so I probably would help the Jawa.
All right. So basically, you guys are like bar bouncers, huh? With the cat. All right. Okay. So those people who are in front of the door, you feel the door start to open behind you, going outward. So I'm guessing Scotty said something to the equivalent of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Pretty much.
Very good. All right. So Marissa, you open the door and there's a little bit of resistance, and you notice that there are people standing around immediately outside.
Okay.
Um,
And then I guess what I'll do is I ask, who are you? Who am I?
All right. So
I'm lost.
so sergeants, you notice that there's this woman who comes out who slightly resembles the your missing commander. And starts talking to you. All right, so I'm going to mute so you guys can communicate with each other. Marissa, you don't need to roll for this, but you sense that at least 2 of the people here are force sensitive.
Okay.
And can you roll your perception, which is 3 dice, and you need a you know what? I'm going to say 15. You know what? No, 10. 10 or higher on your 3 dice.
Okay. I will go back to. Sorry. Here. Okay.
So
6, and I roll a
3d6 IE.
IE.
Yep.
Okay. 22.
Oh, wow. So next time it's 3d6, but I'll let it go.
Oh shit, 3d6. Why'd I go?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
You know, but you see that 2 of these people are armed with lightsabers. You either see or sense or just figure it out. You would know this. You don't know how you know this, but you do.
Okay. So I'm feeling this feeling of the Force. Do I know I'm a Jedi yet?
You do not remember.
I don't remember who I am, where I am. Am I a Jedi? Well, I'm just having a great time.
Right.
So I turn to the you know, the first feeling Force person, and I guess I ask them, who am I? I feel you. Do you feel me? Who am I?
I like where this is going, so I'm going to be quiet so you guys can talk to each other. All right, go ahead. I'm going to mute so you guys can role play it out.
I don't know, but do you need a moment to like finish getting dressed?
I probably do. Let me do that.
So out of character, Marissa, you're dressed like a rebel fleet trooper. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I put on whatever clothes I found, which is a pair of pants, some boots, a shirt. You know.
Yeah. So no vest, no helmet, just the soft parts.
Just the soft parts of
no weapons, no belt.
Just basically look like a hippie a little bit with boots. Some nice flowing clothes, and I'm fixing myself up, and I'm asking, okay, well, where are we? Who are you?
Yeah, so the clothes are way too large for her. So imagine Marissa wearing size 2XL clothing. And that's what's happening. So she's, you know,
I'm struggling.
She's decent, I mean, she's modestly covered. She's just not in the correct size clothing for now.
No, I'm.
Go ahead.
Hey. I don't speak Jawa, or maybe I do. I don't know. I ignore it. I'm trying to keep my shirt on my back.
Sounds like a plan.
Things are falling off, and I don't know where I am.
So I was actually trying to get into this room, and I could feel some energy in here. I'm trying to not give away that I'm a Jedi, by the way. That's a sidebar. Even though I totally gave it away to everyone else.
To who?
Shh, don't. You know what? I'm not a Vulcan, okay? I don't have to be logical.
It's just who's left. And why is no one saying anything about the dude on the floor with the holocron?
So
no one's.
Is there
Can
something
we-
in here?
Can we see him? I don't know. We can see in the
Doors?
room.
I don't
behind
think
her.
we can.
I think you have to go in the room.
That is
Can
correct.
May I go in the
Alright.
room?
So
Do I recognize any of the uniforms she's wearing as belonging to Hodge?
Yes, you notice that there's like well, I guess the insignia would be on the outside, right? On the vest, on the black vest. So, and she's not wearing the black vest,
no.
nor is she wearing a helmet. Just oversized clothing.
I basically come out going, there's a guy who's not talking to me. He keeps pointing, and here you guys are. And where are we? What is going on here? I'm trying to talk to him, but he's not talking to me. So maybe he'll talk to one of you.
I'm really driven by the Force stream that I remember in my brain. So I like walk forward in there. I just want to get in the room and see what's going on. Very focused on the glow.
Okay, what else is everyone doing?
I think I'm still trying to keep Seku out of the room, which ultimately means sounds like one of us is about to get bowled over.
All right, so Sergeant Hantano is, I believe, 6'4". How tall is Seku Alema?
Because this isn't real life, I'm gonna be 5'7" instead of 5'4".
Okay, so she's 5'4". Anyway,
Oh yeah.
Try to aspire, Lizzie.
I like
A
you
tall
5'4".
teenager.
Yeah.
You're still
She's 5'4".
growing.
Moving up in the world. Get it?
Okay, so so are you going to try to push your way through? Are you going to try to outquick him? Mind you, it's both him and Rich are in your way, and Sagadi.
Yeah, well, Scotty's kind of forgotten about the people behind us and is more pissed at the person who just opened the door that he didn't know anything about in his engine room.
Oh,
So
okay,
he's
so
been screaming at her the whole time, trying to figure out who she is and what she's doing in there.
so Marissa, if your character knows, at least at a subconscious level, that she's in tune with the Force.
Okay.
So if you would like to understand what the Jawa is saying, at least for this encounter, go ahead and roll your what do you say, sense skill, which is kind of near the middle. Add those number of dice to your perception. So basically 66. What
Okay.
you've been doing. And try to roll a 20 or higher.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Get back up to the role playing. Okay. 3, 6, 3. Roll 66 this time, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that.
Try to get a 20 or higher, please.
Got it. Oops. messed it up. Sorry. Oh, I got 16.
Okay, so you do not understand what he's saying linguistically. So hopefully you can just try to figure things out through like emotion or whatever.
Well, I don't sense any aggression, so
You
I
sense
think it's
poorly.
pretty safe. Like,
Also, for those of you who have force abilities, I posted the descriptions for your force powers that you can use. So anytime you want to use the force, the instructions are there on how you can do it. All right, so so we're back to Seku Alema. How are you going to try to get yourself inside this chamber?
I'm just gonna like sneak through them, like under their arms. Just go like bloop, straight through.
Okay, do you have the hide sneak skill?
I don't know. Oh, I don't have. No, I do not.
Okay, so then you're using your perception skill, your raw perception skill, which I believe is 4D plus 1. Is that correct?
Yes.
So roll that, and what we're going to do is we are going to have Rich and Jonathan go ahead and roll your choice of dexterity. Wait a minute. Well, first of all, how are you going to try to counter this Twi'lek teenager from going into the chamber? Sergeants, you're both muted, by the way.
So I'm guessing pretty much just be a wall.
Yeah, stone wall.
Okay, so you can if you have like brawling or brawling parry, please feel free to use that. If you do not, you can use your choice of strength or dexterity. Actually, since she's moving, we're gonna go with dexterity.
Well, it's all the same anyway.
Or do you have dodge?
Dodge. I do have dodge.
Yeah, use your dodge skill.
I have dodge.
You're using the reverse of dodge, basically. You're dodging your way into her way. So go ahead and roll that, and then whoever gets the highest wins.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's just gonna bowl me over at 5.
Okay. How about you, Rich?
No.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Fucking shit. So I
That's a
sneak past
elbow check.
Montano, but Sir Cyrix like grabs me back, right? Is that kind of what happens?
Yeah, I guess that's how it would happen.
Pulls me back by the leku.
oh,
Ow.
Oh no.
Ow! That hurt.
Ugh, sorry, kid.
sorry.
He said I could go in the room. I just want to look with my eyes.
By going in the room?
Yes. You know what? Screw this. I'm gonna look through my abilities and see if I can reach out with the force. I don't know what that would be called.
Yeah, so just use your sense skill.
Okay. I just want to see if I can tell what's going on behind Reese.
Yeah, use your sense skill. You reach out and
Never mind.
Roll a 15 or higher.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, well, you're kind of blinded by the light. Good try. All right. Is Commander Jess with us yet?
Yes.
So, Commander, is it true that the Jawa said that she could go in and look in this room?
Look, not go in.
So you want us to let her through?
How can
you
I
guys
look if you
assess
guys are
what's in there
standing in the
before you let
way?
her in? She seems like the type that's gonna rush in first and ask questions after she gets her ass kicked.
I'm still pretty disheveled, so I'm just blocking you, trying to figure out how to keep my pants staying up because everything is so big.
Not that much bigger. It hurt my feelings. I'm just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna roll that Seku. You can kind of see little glimpses. No one else is looking into the room, if I'm not mistaken,
No,
except Seku.
Yeah.
Seku.
All right, so Seku, you see a scene where you see a rebel trooper basically sitting on the floor, obviously meditating, and then you see these shards of crystal. Do me a favor, roll your lightsaber skill and get 15 or higher using your lightsaber skill.
$17.
Ooh, cool. You identify the shards to be a unique lightsaber crystal or lightsaber crystals. And somehow through the force, you can tell that they used to be one, and that they basically all were, from all pieces from a single gigantic lightsaber crystal. Okay. And you see these lightsaber crystals basically rise up above him and then join together and then change form, so that they turn into the form of what looks to be like a sword, but made out of lightsaber crystal.
Interesting.
And then, just because it's perfect timing, you see the sword float down in front of this guy, and then the guy collapses. That's what you see.
Is it still in its form after he collapses, or did it
Yes.
come apart? Okay.
Yes. And then when that happens, the force emanations slowly subside into what looks like a holocron.
Would I know what a holocron is at this point in the timeline?
Probably, I don't know. I'm going to leave it up to you to determine whether you've ever seen a holocron, or maybe you've heard of what it is. I don't know. Probably because your force skills are pretty high, so you probably would know what it is.
I think that's a holocron.
But you're not sure because you've never, it's not, it's not a Sith holocron, and it's not a Jedi holocron.
Yeah. I wasn't told it was going to be in the form of a sword. Do you guys see that? Also, are you okay? I start shouting around people. I'm like, are you all right?
Yeah, we're doing fine.
You get no response. Do you want to try to communicate using the force?
Not at this time.
Okay. Commander Jess, you see that Seku Alema seems to have gleaned some information visually from inside the chamber. What's your character doing?
I guess I'm gonna have to peek around the door and see
Okay.
what she sees.
You recognize the person inside the chamber as someone who you've kind of come up the ranks with during the rebellion. And it's my character, Hodge Syra. His career kind of paralleled yours in a way because you both got promoted at the same time. Although he's been in a lot longer than you. You know that he received a field promotion from enlisted into commissioned officer, after the Battle of Yavin, which is also when you became an ensign. So So you know the guy, and you see him basically, what he looks passed out on the floor, and you can tell that in front of him is this weird-looking sword-like item made out of crystal.
I'm gonna see if Hodge is okay, because crystal sword, whatever.
So you're gonna, I presume the sergeants will let you through, but not Sekou Alema. And then Scotty, what are you doing? Scotty.
Throwing his arms up in frustration that no one's paying attention to him, trying to figure out who the half-dressed person in front of him is. And people just keep running past him in the engine room. He's just getting fed up and grumpy.
Why am I only half dressed? I thought I fully dressed. I thought my pants were on already. Am I still like taking that long to get dressed in big clothes?
Well, to you may be fully dressed. With Jawa, maybe you're half dressed.
Still like in the middle of like this whole thing happened and I'm only like halfway pants up. I'm having issues.
All right. So as Commander Jess pushes by, pushes her way into the door, she touches Marissa's character, and the Force users are engulfed in another vision. How do I share? Sharing.
All three of us or just them?
All three of you.
So, okay.
This may be the last time I will have a chance to talk to you. I just want you to know that I care for you. I do not know why. I do not know if anything will be possible, or if you even return what I feel, but I do know it is there. I am sorry if this upsets you. I am so sorry if I am wrong, but I cannot deny what it is that I feel. Now that I have put myself in this position, I know not what to say. Yes, I thank you. But as much as I may care for you, and you for me, first we must deal with Malak. After, there will be time to sort things out between us.
All right. So Marissa, you are engulfed with a feeling of absolute loss. It just imagines a deep sadness. You're just washes over you, and through you, it goes into the Force users who are in the immediate vicinity. So everyone is feeling, again, this sense of tremendous loss.
Okay. I guess I will ask. First of all, am I dressed now?
You've been dressed. Okay, it's not well. Just you know.
Am I feeling a sense of loss and only half dressed? I mean, it could contribute to.
I feel like I've lost something, and you're like not wearing pants.
You have pants on,
Okay.
not a belt.
Okay, so I'm having a feeling, and so they're feeling it too.
Just the Force users.
Just the Force users.
The men are clueless.
Okay, so us girls, I guess, or the Force users, maybe we give like this eye contact. I don't know. like they're feeling it and they look at me, and it's kind of like this unified, like empathetic thing that I'm receiving from them.
I'm trying very hard not to cry.
Yeah.
Well, it's so, I want you to Marissa, I want you to describe your actions, your point of view, right? And then
Okay.
they'll describe their actions.
So I'm I this overwhelming sense, and I'm trying hard to just keep myself from crying in front of a bunch of strangers, but knowing that there's an energy that is definitely connected, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm just feeling really confused, and I guess I need a glass of water. I don't know. A glass of water. It's just like I need, like, I'm trying not to break down, but I don't know where I've been. I'm probably pretty parched. I'm looking for a belt, and or maybe I should just ask someone for a belt first. While I'm feeling really bummed out, I probably like ask somebody, like, did anyone find a belt for me somewhere? See a belt for me? I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine the scenario as it's coming. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Anyone else? I'm going to mute so you guys can interact freely.
Okay.
So as the commander passes by me, and as I'm crumpled on the floor from being pushed on by and failing miserably at my dodge, am I noticing what's going on? Or am I still facing away from all this?
You know what? Go ahead and roll your perception. Roll a 15 or higher to notice, and like some kind of changes within the other people here. How about you, Rich and Zan, Scotty?
I guess looking at them interacting and figuring out what's going on.
I'm just standing in a corner grumbling to myself.
11.
Okay. You're basically, like me, a clueless man right now.
I'm having the most overwhelming sense of deja vu. Like I've seen all this before.
I love you, man. Okay. So Commander Jess, I guess, makes it into the chamber and sees that her friend is basically unconscious on the ground, but otherwise seems to be all right. He's breathing, quasi snoring. What do you do?
So I've assessed that he's okay.
Correct.
I'm an idiot and I'm gonna pick up his sword.
You pick it up and you feel the force, but not like you've never felt it before. Roll your sense first and try to roll a 20 or higher using your sense skill.
Stand by. I have to look and make sure I know what it is. Sense or perception? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Sense. Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah.
So Sergeant Hontano, can you can you roll your perception skill? Same thing with you as well, Sir Cyrix.
It's only a 7. My sense is only 2d6, so it's got to be
Okay.
miraculous for me to get 20.
You're overwhelmed by this flood of the force, basically, is what happens. So now I would like you to roll your perception and try to roll as high as you can.
Well, they both rolled 13.
Yeah, we rolled 13s.
Okay,
14.
so Sir Cyrix, you needed a 15, but Hantano, you only needed a 10 to notice this scrap piece of armor nearby that you know is made out of Beskar. It's a small
Ooh.
scrap. It looks like a pauldron that got shot off or ripped off, perhaps by a rancor or something. And
Hey, that's a piece of Mando armor over there.
and then nearby you see there's a data pad.
Well, I'd go pick them both up.
All right. So you read the data pad, and the data pad specifically addresses you. And it
Fascinating.
says, Hantano, when you arrive, I need to ask a favor from you. I do not know if I will be incapacitated when you get this, which is why I wrote you this note. If I was successful, I created a sword using the Force. However, it is incomplete, and I need furnishings for this sword. I acquired this piece of Beskar. Don't ask me how. And you're the only person I can trust to create furnishings for my sword. So if you'd be kind enough to do that for me, I would owe you one. Also, say hello to Sir Cyrix. Hopefully he's with you. Love and kisses, Hodge Syra.
Interesting.
And then you notice that in this workshop are 3 objects. And they're tongs, hammer, and a forge, necessary for the creation of anything made out of Beskar.
Why is there a Beskar forge on this sail barge? Mr. Jawa?
You don't understand Java, so I can't.
No,
tell
I
you.
don't. And I think the other two are quite busy.
Being overwhelmed by the force.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll go try. It doesn't seem like the best time, but I'll
right.
try and forge the fittings for this sword.
So you need to roll a 20 or higher to succeed using your technical skill.
Technical.
Correct.
Okay.
Your raw technical skill. Also, if you use a force point at this juncture, you will be awarded another force point immediately afterwards if you succeed. Also, if you are able to ask for help with someone, they can combine their skill with yours to hopefully roll a total of 20.
Sure. Hey, Sergeant, can you give me a hand here with this? And yeah, I'll use a force point that doubles my rolls. Is there a command to double the rolls in the dice?
No,
Or
you just add your technical skill, and then you roll your technical skill. Sir Cyrix rolls his technical skill. You may probably want to ask the chief engineer if you're allowed to touch his equipment.
Ah.
I think they've
Oh,
pretty
so
much
it's
rolled
okay
over
for
the
you to
Jawa at this
ignore
point.
him, but not for me to ignore him.
You're a Jedi. I don't trust Jedi.
Ugh.
So yeah, if I use a force point, that would more than get the 20.
Okay. But do you want to ask for or gain permission first?
Nah.
Okay. All right. So, Scotty, you notice that the big one starts touching your equipment.
Mom, look.
Bite his ankles.
Wrong character.
Yeah, no touchy your stuffy. I heard that one earlier.
All right. So, Sergeant, I'm imagining that this is going to take at least a couple hours or so. Jonathan?
Yeah, I would assume so.
At least, right? All right. So, Sergeant Hontano, you're busy. Scotty is
Cursing at you.
deeply annoyed.
And I'm helping.
Okay.
I guess.
Did you roll yet?
Yeah, I did. So
How about you, Jonathan?
Yeah, I rolled an 18, but I'm going to use the force point, and
Okay.
because it seems like this is something that needs to be done sooner rather than later with force objects that are incomplete, doing crazy shit.
Awesome. Alrighty. And
Plus, I get a chance to forge Beskar.
yes. After you forge this item, you will become familiar with Beskar, with forging Beskar. That is correct. How did you guess that's what it was for? A little bit of foreshadowing. You may need to use another costume there in the future. Okay, so
doesn't fit over the headphones.
So the rebel trooper who's passed out on the floor regains consciousness for a very, very short moment, and then looks up at everyone here, and then goes, and then he looks at the Jawa and says, "Is this the crew that you were supposed to recruit for the ship?"
Yeah.
And then passes out again. And pretty much everyone hears it. Did we lose oh yeah. I was wondering where Marissa went. She just okay.
I changed my name to the clueless. That's exactly what's going on.
All right.
I'm here still.
All
May
right.
I?
Go ahead.
I'm not asking permission of the character, but may I just go and like reach out physically with my hand over the force blade, and can I like, do I know what this is? Like I knew it was a holocron, but now it's not a holocron. Now it's something else.
Oh no, the holocron is still there. It's like on the floor next to the guy. Commander Jess is holding this, this blade made out of crystal.
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought it was the same thing. I thought it was the same pieces. That's all. I was like, what?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'm putting my hand over the sword thing then and seeing if I can figure out what the F it is.
Okay, so roll your sense skill, and you wanna get a 20.
I always forget to put 6. Sorry.
Right. And then
Every time. No.
I have to check to see if you. Oh. No, you're rolling. That's 3d6. What's your sense skill?
3D.
Is it? That's it? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
My perception's higher.
Right. Okay. So, well, you need your sense skill for this, and so you reach out through the force, and you know that you have to reach backward in time to identify what this is.
Okay.
And you are inundated with the force like you've never been before. It's not light side, it's not dark side, it's something else. But it's the force.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not like stuck in a trance or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
But you're wondering, what the heck is it?
Wow. I've never seen anything like this before. But I've never felt anything like this before. Jess, this is made out of kyber crystals, but I don't think it's just a weapon. It feels like something else. Have you ever been around anything like this?
I'm busy being overwhelmed by the force. I can't answer you.
I think by now you're okay.
Aw. No, I've never felt anything like this before.
Me neither. I can't tell if it was good or if it was bad. But I have a lot of feelings right now.
I go walk over and ask for the sword, look for me to hold it.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your sense skill, Marissa.
Okay. My sense skill.
You need a 20 or higher.
Okay, so that's.
If you roll a 30 or higher, you will know exactly what it is.
Is that a 3D 3D3?
6. 3d6.
3D6, sorry.
Correct.
6.
Do you want to use your force point?
What's my force point?
You have 1 force point, and the effect of using a force point is it doubles the number of dice that you can use in a round. And you usually want to reserve using your force point during a dramatic moment in the story. So, and as the game master, I'll tell you, could this be a dramatic point in the story? And it could be, because it'll give you like a bunch of information. Whether that's information that you will find really interesting or really important, we don't know, but you'll find a lot.
Yeah, because I'm not sure about feeling connected to the person who is there, you pointing at everything, and
right.
the sword. So, because I'm not sure what I was doing. Okay, so let me roll.
So 3d6.
I don't know if I want to make it the force point though.
Yeah, then don't. Just roll 3d6.
Wait. Okay. Do. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Erase that. Here, try it again. Sorry. Ugh. Small buttons. Small buttons, big thumbs. I hate it. Do this. Okay, here we go. 3.
Are you in your phone?
Yes. And I'm watching you on my computer and I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on. Ah. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. It's not doing it.
So while Marissa's doing that,
Okay. Oh, Yeah, you go ahead. I'm doing this still. Go ahead. Do it.
All right. So while Marissa's doing that, and so let me see, just to review, Sergeant Hontano is working on the forge along with Sir Cyrix and learning about how to forge Beskar. Commander Jess is basically there kind of in committee with Seiko Olema and Marissa's character. And Skadi is irritated and annoyed.
Pouting in a corner.
Right. And you know, just to remind you, the character who's passed out, you know, looked at you and said, "So is this the crew that we're supposed to hire or recruit or something to that effect?" He was kind of delirious. So, all right. So,
I rolled a 13.
oh, okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. You can tell that this sword was made from a single gigantic lightsaber crystal. You couldn't quite tell from which planet the crystal came from, but it was forged, and it looks like, you know, the guy who's passed out on the floor convinced the lightsaber crystal to form itself into this. And you can sense that, you know, the force is imbued in this blade.
So I'm not going to touch the sword. I'm like, okay, this is way too powerful. And I look over at the guy, and you're passed out on the floor, right?
Yes.
So maybe I go up to you and see if I could help you, like heal, maybe. What do you call that? Force healing.
You mean like return to consciousness?
Return to consciousness, because
right,
you know, you couldn't talk to me before, so I'm like, well, maybe he has some answers, because we obviously have some like force energy going on, and I don't know who anyone is, but you were the first person I saw there, so maybe I could get some answers from you.
Okay, so you have the ability called return to consciousness.
Right.
And let me see if I can bring it up for you.
For it. Yeah. For receptive telepathy? No. Return to consciousness, difficulty 5.
All right, so look at your control skill. I think you have a 6 or a really high control skill.
Control difficulty number?
Yeah, on your character sheet, if you look at your control skill.
Oh, control skill. Is that under return to consciousness, or?
I'll look it up for you.
I'm still trying to figure out how to read this.
Oh, okay. So you have 7 dice in your control skill.
Oh.
So just for kicks and giggles, go ahead and roll 7d6.
All right.
And try to roll a 5 or higher. And the reason why you only need a 5 is because you're literally next to the guy.
Okay. 7d6.
Correct.
Okay.
Just for kicks and giggles, let's just see what you get.
Yeah. Come on. Oops. 7d6.
Correct.
Okay. Here we go. 48.
Okay, so definitely over 5.
Dang!
Whoa!
Now you have to roll your alter. So your alter skill is, what was it? Let's see if I can look it up.
I tried to print out the paper, but I ran out of ink. I'm like, damn it.
It's okay. So you have 4 dice in your alter skill. So roll 4d6 and try to roll a 10 or higher.
4d6.
Correct.
Oh, dang it. Didn't do it. Okay, try it again. 4d6. Do it. Oh, it keeps erroring. Error. Why? Maybe this doesn't like me pressing buttons or something.
So it's supposed to be IE for infinite explosion.
Oh, no,
Not
that is
EI.
no dyslexia for me. Ah. I'm like, I'm putting it right. No, I'm not. 4d6. IE. Oh, yeah.
Correct. Infinite exploding.
Yeah. 14.
Ooh, you just missed it. So the guy
Damn.
goes, huh? Huh.
Sorry.
Hits his head on the ground. All right.
Out of the moment. All right. So that was a fail.
It's okay. So you weren't able to do it for that round. You can try to do it the next round. So I'm going to ask everyone else what they're doing. Sergeant Hontano and Sir Cyrix are busy still. Does anyone else want to do anything else?
I'm pretty sure that
Check the captain, see what's happening outside, start the ship.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that the Kyber crystal is like what was pulling, and the holocron was what was pulling us here. But I'm still gonna walk over to the holocron and pick it up.
Okay. So you pick it up and you see this cube. That was, you know that it was emanating that blue-green light that was only visible through the force earlier, but now it seems inert.
Okay.
What are you going to do? I mean, you're just touching it, right? You're like holding it in your hand.
Yeah.
It's
pretty much
larger. Go ahead.
What I was feeling before, like, do I just have those same feelings from the visions?
So the visions that you got are not from the holocron.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
That
Well, then,
you know.
okay. Well, can I reach out and like feel anything else from the holocron? Like, is there a way to play whatever message was in there or whatever information is in there?
Yes. But you need to use your sense skill. Okay, and you need time. You know that you need time to meditate and commune with the holocron. You can't just kind of like just peek in. It's gonna take time and effort. Do you want to do that now?
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna hold on to it for now.
Okay. So the sergeants, I'm going to have them, you're both engrossed in what you're doing. I'm going to have you roll your perception skills. You're going to roll, you need a 20 or higher to notice something. To notice and remember something. Commander Jess, you're standing there. You have this crystal shaped, or this sword shaped crystal in your hand. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to ask the rebel fleet troopers if they need that piece. You guys gonna need this?
I don't notice shit. I rolled a 12.
Okay. You probably hear Commander Jess though.
What's that, Commander?
Are you gonna need this piece?
This piece of what? What piece?
They
The
don't see the crystal that I'm holding.
They do.
I'm not working with the crystal yet. I suppose it's supposed to go with the sword. I can make a spot for it. Maybe it'll help.
The sword is the crystal. The sword is made out of crystal.
Yeah, I'm working on fittings for the sword. Yeah.
All right, then I'll leave this with you and hand it off to them.
Thanks.
Who's gonna touch it?
I will take it.
Okay. Roll your perception, please.
Okay.
Try to roll a 50. Oh wait, you're not a force user. You try to roll a 20 or higher, please.
I love the way you say try to roll. Like, is there some special command I can give the bot to say roll high?
So as Sergeant Hontano touches the crystal sword, his eyes roll into the back of his head and he crumples to the ground. There is a.
That's not good.
Oh my God, are you all right? I run over to Hontano. And I'm going to try to revive him.
Okay.
That's control.
Yeah, so go into your list of force abilities.
Yeah.
And look for, what is it? Return to consciousness. It's on the page numbered 79. So you need a 5 using your control and a 10 using your alter.
Do I have it? Return to consciousness. Okay. Sorry. So what do I use to roll for that?
So your control
Okay.
skill.
And that's
Control, you must roll control.
You need a 5 in control and a 10 in alter.
All right, now let's try alter.
Holy smokes, 44. You need a 5.
Where the hell
Overachiever.
was that earlier? Shoot. Okay, now I'll try alter.
You need a 10.
Hey.
There you go. So Hontano like awakens and he's refreshed. And he's a little disturbed by after touching that blade.
Are you all right? What happened?
I'm just gonna set this over here and go back to forging. That was a nice nap, though.
I'm glad we didn't lose you.
So the word Thoyor comes to mind, to Hontano's mind. It's the thing he learned after touching that blade. Thoyor. And all right. So did anyone see what the Gamorreans were doing when after they dropped off the captain?
Nope.
Okay, just asking.
Nope.
The all right. So everyone is basically below decks, either inside the chamber or immediately outside of it, right? Just to confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear the ship start up.
It's not my fault.
So, and then I just need to know what you guys are doing. And then in the next minute, you feel movement. The ship is moving.
They go running up to the control room.
Okay. You see these two Gamorreans there, and they seem to be controlling the ship.
All right. So, point of clarification for said Jawa.
Mhm.
Are these, when they brought him back, are the crew members? See, I don't know how many crew we actually. I haven't talked to Eric about this. I don't know. Are there other crew on here besides me and him?
No.
No. Well.
Technically, the rebel trooper who's passed out is also a member of the crew. Technically, but
Okay.
the point is to recruit a crew. The captain mentioned something about, well, you know, there are these three families that have taken over Mos Eisley. And of course, there's, you know, this Twi'lek who kind of took over from Jabba the Hutt. You know, they could be problematic.
So I start yelling at the two guys, the two big piggy people.
So one of them apparently can, you know, prefers to speak Galactic Basic. And he looks at you and basically says, "Oh, hey, you have a nice ship. I really like it. I really do. I hope you don't mind. We're just gonna take it for a quick drive." And then the other one just kind of like oinks. You notice they are both unarmed. They have no weapons on them.
I'm going to go smack around my drunk captain.
So, well, because he's not here, I can't wake him up.
That's okay. We can't wake him up either.
Well, we could, but
no, let's not.
It would be rude.
Yes.
So, all right. Well,
that'll take a couple minutes of me pounding on him, so the rest of the story can go along around that.
Right. Well, how about this? I mean, we're scheduled to go for like maybe a couple more hours, but I think this might be a good time to end this session, and then perhaps we can continue again some other time. What do you guys think?
I think that's a good idea.
Awesome. Thank you very much once again for being here. This is the first episode of our good guy group, as opposed to the dark side chaos mongers.
Yay, finally.
And if you're watching this on YouTube or in the future Twitch or some other platform, we thank you for taking the time to view this to view this. All right, see you guys later.
Good night.